person who wanted to do something about the dangers was not a computer scientist, but an ordinary citizen. Alistair McTaggart was alarmed.
Voting is, for me, the most alarming one. If less than 100,000 votes separated the last two candidates in the last presidential election in 3 states, this is not...
He began a solitary campaign.
This is not a very difficult problem. They're talking about convincing a relatively tiny fraction of the voters in a handful of states to either come out and vote or stay home. And remember, these companies know everybody intimately. They know who's a racist, who's a misogynist, who's a homophobe, who's a conspiracy theorist. They know the lazy people and the gullible people. They have access to the greatest trove of personal information that's ever been assembled. They have the world's best data scientists. And they have essentially a frictionless way of communicating with you. This is power.
McTaggart started a signature drive for a California ballot initiative for a law to give consumers control of their digital data. In all, he would spend $4 million of his own money in an effort to rein in the Goliaths of Silicon Valley. Google, Facebook, AT&T, and Comcast all opposed his initiative.
I'll tell you, I was scared. Fear of looking like a world-class idiot. The market cap of all the firms arrayed against me was over $6 trillion.
He needed 500,000 signatures to get his initiative on the ballot. He got well over 600,000. Polls showed 80% approval for a privacy law. That made the politicians in Sacramento pay attention. So McTaggart decided that because he was holding a strong hand, it was worth negotiating with them.
And if AB 375 passes by tomorrow and is signed into law by the governor, we will withdraw the initiative. Our deadline to do so is tomorrow at 5.
At the very last moment, a new law was rushed to the floor of the State House.
Take your seats, please. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
The voting starts.
Allen, aye.
And the first guy, I think, was a Republican, and he voted for it. And everybody had said the Republicans won't vote for it because it has this private right of action where consumers can sue. And the guy in the Senate, he calls a name.
Aye Roth, aye Skinner, aye Stern, aye Stone.
You can see down below, and everyone went green, and then it passed unanimously.
Ayes 36, no 0. The measure passes. Immediate transmittal to the...
So I was blown away. It was a day I'll never forget.